speak about Spaceship of Anu. I have just I was trying to go live, then I saw the Spaceship of Anu, and I just took the pictures from the print screen, and I didn't work out the pictures, and you see it is blowing. It is this is I believe this is rain with some kind of snow. Um, we had an earthquake 7.3 in we're gonna check this out. I thought one was killed. We're gonna check this out. And tsunami was tsunami happened, but I didn't get more information about what if casualties because of that. But small tsunami. We see here something in the air, people. We just saw it. It's still here, I believe. You see? You gonna get it? Mhm. It's going, it's flying. Very bad. It's not clear. It's very bad. It's storm. It's blowing snow and stuff. Very hard for any aircraft to be in air right now. So sadly, like you go to the helicopter or plane, such weather, it's not very small. But this is of course a UFO, and most probably spaceship of God, King Anu, the Most High, Creator of all. So we have this confusion in USA still ongoing with the drones. I saw some of the videos. I was impressed actually, but you cannot determine if it was original or faked, like CGI or AI. You know, so this is most probably spaceship of Anu. We have been seeing this with details. Disappear sometimes, shapeshifts, and do other stuff. Now it is gone. Now it's still there. You see people how it's moving, and hopefully we can get some more people. I have 500 subscribers. I don't know where they are. I don't know people. They don't like to watch UFOs because they get frightened. Especially now we're talking about this with the reptilians and stuff. But actually, this uh, races. Actually, it's mentioned in the Bible, starting with the serpent that who talked to Eve and told her to eat from the tree, forbidden fruit, they say. And we lost spaceship of King Anu. It's appeared. It was nice to watch. So yeah. So of course the serpent is to be determined as extraterrestrial, and because he's all walking and talking at the same time. This is not ordinary serpent. This is then seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. So I'm not saying who is who, but I told you I believe in the wise serpent who helped Eve from her slavery, and of course gave the gift of procreation, so became gods. So we are gods. This is written in the Old Testament Bible, and our Father is God of the gods, Anu, who is our Uranos, our Father in heaven. So this picture I have taken. This is an UFO here. So this is Switzerland. You see what's in the sky, people? This is very amusing to watch. This is some kind of structure in the sky. You see the bluish, so we move on here. This is 15 December this month. And this light, I don't know what it is. Then we have this here spaceship of King Anu. This is also I taken recently. I believe this was taken 15 December. 15 December. You see here, we look. You see the details. This is how I know a spaceship of King Anu. You see these details: the blue, the color, the cylinder, the small details. You see, people. It's also reflecting light. You see that from the on the left side of the lamp, you see it's reflecting light. So of course, if people see like this stuff, the government they go. Last time I watched, but it was about the Chinese balloon, and they were laughing and stuff. I mean, at the end of the statement, they put a laugh, like yeah, it was like some kind of experiment, and no extraterrestrial involved. Thanks God. And they laugh after that, so everybody laughs, like the journalists. So they do this over and over again to make people to be sure that nobody will believe in UFOs. So they say, "Oh, everybody! Oh, we have some videos, we have some images, pictures," and then everybody, "Oh, what can it be? What can it be? Maybe uh, extraterrestrials." And then the government they say, "No, it was not. We have conducted some tests, and it was man-made. So no, no, they don't exist. The extraterrestrials." And they do it over and over again, the same scenario. So they do it to make everybody believe there's no possibility in whatever that there's the existence of the extraterrestrials. So some kind of propaganda or some kind of policy to reassure that nobody else exists in our universe. So some kind of policy, and so yeah. But some people they go with their footage and they ask questions. They say, "What are these?" And they put pictures. So yeah. So that's why they need to first take a look at the pictures. So this is Jerusalem here. Also, let's see, 15 December. That's a new UFO in Jerusalem, the holy city. You see? See how it looks like a crown in Jerusalem. So this is the crown, like going around searching for a king to be put on his head. I don't know, but it looks like a crown. So the crown will be celebrated. The king or the supposed to be Jesus Christ to be celebrated in the temple because they say Jesus Christ will return and the Mashiach. But of course, Jesus Christ uh, return is like end of time. The wedding begins, and the wedding is unfortunately it's not Earth this time. It's not Jerusalem this time. It is the new wife, New Jerusalem. So New Jerusalem is not Jerusalem. Most people they don't know the difference. New Jerusalem is on earth. The New Jerusalem is not on earth. So I don't want to discuss because all religions, I said, even the Holy Quran, talk about the striking star and the Bible, Holy Bible, talks about the morning star and the New Jerusalem. So people are not getting the message because they forgot the New Jerusalem is not, it's not Jerusalem that is on earth, but it actually is a planet of the crossing. Talked about this one before, also called Planet X, Nibiru, and it's coming back. So all this confusion is because of that. They don't want to tell anybody about it because it will be dangerous for the um, panic humans will have, and they don't want to people panic. Now imagine everybody panicking and they take out the money from the bank and stuff like that. The economy go down, crash. So the government they don't want that. So they do this stuff. But what is in the sky actually is real. I mean, there are UFOs, and we showed some of them. And of course, I cannot go and check every footage they have delivered. But of course, I know what I have been filming, and it is accurate because we always put the time, and anyone can debunk if they have they can debunk. They don't because they know this is not this is from webcam, and I cannot change the broadcast. What's on? Nobody can do that. I cannot put stuff on the air. This is pictures taken from the webcam that is live on YouTube. So here we have some other supposed to be clouds. You see behind this building. You see the different colors, the shapes, like straight lines and stuff. And then we have this one. You see here. So yeah, that's why nobody is watching my channel because the government they make you very tired with this subject, the UFO and extraterrestrial, because they say all the time they don't exist, and then they laugh. And when people when they're watching my channel and stuff, they think, oh, this is fake, while it's real. So then they see something by themselves, and they go, oh, that I need to tell my family or my girlfriend or my wife, daughter, neighbor, friends, and then they go tell, and then they get problem, and they say, "Oh, you were like crazy," and stuff like that. And then many they go and they find the other people who believe who have seen stuff with their own naked eyes, and if they have power, and they decide they start challenging the power to be, but just because there I told you how the system will fall, just like that, because they given the orders from high above, but nobody knows who have given the order. And then one start investigating one footage, and then they say let's see what the government will say. The government will say it was nothing, go back to business as usual. So this is, of course, some kind of policy, but people they have this footage now, and it's available on YouTube and other places. I saw a UFO ship. I don't know if it flies like a sphere, and then it stretches like shape shifting in the air, and it was very impressive. And I know I'm not allowed to show other people's stuff, but we're gonna read little bit about our Father in Heaven, Anu, and with this problem with the color, Jesus Christ, what skin skin he had, what eyes he had, and what hair. Was he blonde? Was he black? Was he white? Was he brown? And this stuff. But of course, let's read here about this kind of like trying to have answers for what why we care about this stuff so much, the color of the race and the color of the skin, sorry, and the color of the eyes and stuff. So this guy was asking what color God the eyes of God has, what what kind of what color he has, blue, brown, black. So this was written about blue, the sky god, because you look to the heaven, to the sky, it's blue, and this is where we get the blue from the sky god. And we start Tengeri, old Turkish, Romanized, Shok, Tanjiri, Blue Heaven, Old Ugayur, this is Chinese, Tangari, Middle Turkic, Tangar, Ottoman, Turkish, Tukuri, Kyrgyz, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakh, Turkish, Tanri, Azerbaijani, Tanri, Bulgarian, I cannot read that, Proto-Turkic. So you see, this is Tanjari, the god of Turkish people. We talked about this one. And Tanjari is also in Mongolia, Tanjar, and Tanjari is god of heaven in the traditional Turkic Yanisian, Mongolic, and various other nomadic religious beliefs. So we know that Tangari is Dingir, and Dingiri is also found in Turkey, Mongolia, Buraita, Korea, and these former countries is called Tanjari or Tangari. So the head of the Sumerian pantheon. Now we know that Tangari is Dingiri, and Tingiri is the blue, the sky god. It is the blue heaven. And the head of Sumerian pantheon, at least nominally, was An, the primeval sky god. It was An was the head god in a very distant, impersonal kind of way. We have very little evidence of for any temples to him or any actual worship of him, but in the mythology, though he's very far away and blank kind of presence, he's officially head of the pantheon. It might have been the case that it was a more prominent figure in religion and worship earlier in prehistoric times, but that's speculation. Anyway, this is the sign, and it means both sky and means God. It is red, Dingir, pronounced Dingir. So the Sumerian depicted their gods with blue eyes, and as they thought it was a sign of the divinity, which is pretty sure sign that most of them didn't have blue eyes. The Sumerian didn't have blue eyes. The Sumerian were most probably black people, and but we're talking about the Anunnaki. They depicted the Anunnaki with blue eyes. Sumerian made several ancient statues of beings who had huge blue eyes. These ancient statues were then placed in high temple on top of ziggurat. So this is ziggurat is like some kind of church or synagogue or mosque in the Sumerian religion. It seems clear that eye motive on these figures was very significant to our ancestors. So we know that the blue eye is connected to the Anunnaki, and they put this evil eye on the children to protect them from the evil Anunnaki. So the blue sky or the blue heaven is talking about the blue heaven here, and that's why they made the connection to the blue eye of the Sumerian of the Anunnaki deities that were depicted in Sumeria. So we move on here. This is the blue moon. If you see it's bluish, it is as if on a carpet falling down from the sky. Let's try to you see some kind of structure. This is the moon actually. You see how it's looking. So I didn't touch this picture. This is real people. Check the moon. I didn't touch it. It's like what we got. And here you see also bluish falling down. And here we had some pictures from Spaceship of Inano that I didn't show. This is 16th of December this year. And you see here Spaceship of Inano behind the building. You see the details also coming. And then here it's like it's above the building, but it have some kind of tail or something following. And this kind of elastic movement by the spaceship is very, very impressive. I cannot imagine anybody can have such ability to move in that way. And then here it separates. Maybe this part is belonging. I don't know. But the other part we don't see anymore. So this is will not be belonging. And here the spaceship of King Arnold just go up, up, up. And then it goes changing again shape. Sounds like two. I don't know. And then here it goes again up, and it leaves some kind of you see when it's like maybe some kind of tail. Really, I don't know. And here it becomes like different. Start becoming different from the original. And here it's changed totally. Become two parts, consisting of two parts. And here it comes two parts as well. You have one white part and one black part. And you see in the black part, you see details like black and blue and white. And then here we see how it becomes two parts, like two balls put together, or two eyes put together. And then here it becomes you see more totally different this time. You don't like you didn't see it before. It becomes totally different. So do like this, and so see here. This is of course I didn't touch the picture. I maybe would have tried to invert colors, but I thought I not better do this one, and then if I have time, I will do it later on. Here you see this part separating. I just give me 1 minute. So yeah, this one. So this one here, we see details. You see details how it become like whitish. Suddenly it was blackish. It was black. Now it's white. And you see the details inside. And of course, this is what I want to tell you. I believe that when it goes up in the sky, it becomes clear. When it is rising up from the horizon, it's not clear. But when it goes up, it's clear. But the problem here, this is invisible, all this part. This the forward part is seen, and this is invisible, but we see this one. So this part, this spaceship is here, but we don't see it. It's invincible. We see only this part. So yeah. So Here we have it. Here it becomes two pyramids joined together with one point. So, so here we have it from. This is all pictures. I shot put them together quickly. Was just transforming, changing position from one file to another file. So don't care about this one. All these what you have seen before. This is above the building, especially. And here you see the stretching. We have seen all these ones here above the building, almost touching. This is of course 2022 April, spaceship of Nirvana. And of course these are all pictures, like I said. But I was collecting some old pictures. This is 26 April 2022. You see how see the shape? Come straight. You see, this is same one. This is 48. This is 50. You see? Here it is straight, like a cigar shape. Here it is not cigar shape. So yeah, you cannot debunk this one because it's changing, shape shifting. You know that it's not a regular aircraft. This is 28 April. Here it was seen. Also, this one is great. You don't see it with naked eyes. You see only one light. You think it's airplane. You see, oh, this is an airplane or a drone. Oh, helicopter. You don't think this is spaceship of King Anu, the Most High God, above your head. And sometimes it is Galactic Federation. Even they have either other UFOs. They are all over the place. But this one we know that is spaceship of God. You know the details. I've been watching for years. It's split, becomes like different shapes, and it's elastic. And here you see how big. You see details here inside. See how it looks like. This is real advanced. I don't know. This is supposed to be like the interior of the ship. Comes different. So yeah, here change again. This is the interior of the spaceship. Of course, we have seen all these pictures before. I showed them in a video film. Put the pictures together and play like pictures together with the music. But I put them here. I was moving the file. Here, this one is good. Not very clear. So here also 2022. Here you have it. And here. This one you see actually detail. Here we have this is today 17 December 6 p.m. 26. I didn't work this pictures. I'm watching them first time with you. See how it looks like above the city. And then it goes up here. And then we have it here again. And then we have it here. And then we have it here. Then we have it here. It goes up, up, up. Here you see some details, some colors. And here as well. So it goes up, 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 up. You see? Continues up. Here come. See? And then here we see it three parts. Here is it. No, it's here. Under the. You see? You see? Under the light of the this spot behind this time date. And here it's under. It's here. And here also. Yeah, so that was last picture. I want to show you, talk about the earthquake in, you know, read about it. So here we have an earthquake that killed one people, one man, I believe. So you gonna read what one man killed, or maybe a woman. This is YouTube, and I don't know YouTube. This one, you can read this one. We have at least one dead, many injured after Vanuatu struck by a 7.3 magnitude earthquake. A journalist based in Vanuatu told the BBC, he believed the quake was most powerful in more than 20 years, and he expected the death toll to rise. So this is today, and most of the news are not talking about it because it's not like. Uh, 7.3 in that region is not very strange, but they say 20 years. I believe this is because of the casualties, because this region always have earthquakes. Let's see where it hit. Uh, like a map, and you see the destruction here. All this picture. So this is here where it hit. You see here, this is near Australia, and this is near Caledonia. We had an earthquake in the USA, 7, near California. Here in tsunami also in near Oregon and the western west coast of America. So this is one that here, and at least one dead. It didn't say the gender, man or woman, but yeah, this is increasing the earthquakes. So yeah, we move on. I want to talk about Adonai. You hear the expression Adonai. Is Adonai Yahweh? So let's ask this question. We know that Adonai is mentioned a lot in the Old Testament Bible. So we ask, is Adonai Yahweh? Adonai. What does Adonai Yahweh mean? Means Lord Yahweh or Jehovah God. So Adonai means God, means God. Elohim, Adonai, and Yahweh. Adonai being substituted for Yahweh. So they are telling that Adonai and Yahweh are one and the same. So let's see who is Adonai. Adonai, my great Lord, to replace Yahweh in worship. Fa'al, second night, DT. So Adonai, which gave the rise man-made, unbiblical word Jehovah. So it was called Jehovah later. It was called Adonai in the beginning. And Adonai, here we see Adonai replaced, but after the exile to replace Yahweh. But here in the beginning led to Adonai being substituted. So it was Jehovah. Okay, so it was Adonai, unbiblical word Jehovah. So it was Adonai, and then it became Jehovah. But these guys, they're saying no, it is the other way around. So let's see. So it's not a lot of information there. So see here, Yahweh Adonai, Adonai, Yahweh Adonai. It is. So yeah, let's check Adonai. So this is one. Who was the Phoenician god Adonis, and how did his name become Lord in Hebrew? So Adonai in Hebrew, original name Adonis, Adon, it was a Phoenician god people. We read here that the myth and the cult of Adonis, Adon, Adonis, Adonai, and Hebrew. So when Jews encounter the consonants of Yahweh, Jehovah, YHWH in prayer, they pronounce it Adonai. They might be shocked to learn that the substitution word is related to the Phoenician Adon and Adonis. Further, Muslim, Jews, and Arab speaking or Aramaic, Syriac speaking Christians might be shocked also to learn that the word for God came from the Phoenician god name of El, as in Ilah, Allah, Allahunna, or Allahumma, Aluh, Aluh Aino, Ali, Aloy, Aluhak. So this is the Jews. They say Adonai, meaning Yahweh, Jehovah, but Adonai is actually related to the Phoenician Adon or Adonis. So read about Adonis. Adonis is the young fertility god, beloved by Ashtarte is Ashira actually. Even Inanna, son of the Most High Anu, it represents death and rebirth in Oriental vegetation cult. He also knows Ashmu. Adonis is derived from the Canaanite title Adon. It is a Semitic word for master or lord, means my. Just like you have El, and you have Adonai or Adon. Adonis is the Hellenized version of the same, translates as equivalent of Phoenician Astarte and Roman Venus. So Astarte and Venus, we talked that this is Ashira, this is Inanna, this is connection to this is the daughter of God. However, his lover was also Astarte and Venus, while his fathers were several kings and gods. So now talking about Adonai. The Greek knew the cult of Adonis in the 6th century BC through contact with Cyprus. In the same period, Ezekiel 8:4 notes his existence in Jerusalem under the Babylonian name of Tammuz. We remember they were crying the woman for Tammuz, who saw the woman of Jerusalem weeping for him at the north gate of the temple. Talked of Tammuzi, who gave his name to capital city of Syria, Damascus. Adonis parallels the Eastern companion god, the Muzid. So Adonis and the Muzi, they have the same character, maybe the same, and the one and the same. So now we know that who's the god of Yahweh. Yahweh is Tamuzi, they are saying, not me. You see here the links. So because Tamuzi is Adonis actually, and Tamuzi is one of the angels, was protecting the tree of life on Nibiru. This is two angels, Gabriel and Michael, and we have Tammuzid and Niningzida, the white serpent, who helped our mother Eve from slavery in the Garden of Eden when she ate from the tree of knowledge, and because of that we become gods and we can create on our own, and that's because of the white serpent Niningzida, who is actually the angel Michael, and then we have the angel Gabriel, who is Tammuzid, who is Adonis, and they call him Yahweh. And this is an angel, and you're not supposed to worship an angel. This is against God. The worship of the angels is not it's not good. So this is they are worshiping an angel who is what's it called, is like protecting. Is not supposed to be worshipped, and of course he does not want you to worship him. Of course, if you ask him, he will say, worship Anu and do not worship me. I'm not God, I'm not Yahweh. I don't have anything to do with El. We know that the original God, El, Ilu, Anu, has nothing to do with angelic being, but is the God of the angels, all angels, and all creatures, even the Anunnaki and the humans. Abu Adami, father of Adam, is Anu. And we read further here, Adonis has two originals, Cyprus and Byblos. On Cyprus, his father is either Canaanite Phoenician king Thias or Siniras, king of Papyrus, or Pigamalum. His mother was Mira, the king's daughter at Byblos, this in Lebanon. His Phoenix, father of the Phoenicians. Paphos see him linked to the goddess Aphrodite. This is like Ashira, with whom its ties already been established. The worship of Adonis is a cult especially popular with women who celebrated on flat rooftops by the planting of plants and the offering of incense. And it also involved lamentations, wailing for women, identical practices for those found in Baal worship. In Greece, the goddess Persephone fulfills much of his role. In Phoenicia, vegetation god, son of Baal, who was killed by Mut. So now we remember this story You remember the Baal cycle? And the Vishletin god son of Baal was killed by Mut. Mut is the god of death, and who killed the son of Baal. So, of course, Baal is angry, and of course, he goes and he fights and he kills the sea, the ocean. Of course, this is because Mut he's killed his son. So that was a revenge. Of course, Mut is the god of death, and the ocean is our mother Tiamat was killed by Baal. Just like Leviathan killed by Yahweh and Tiamat killed by Marduk. This is the same story. This is the same God, Yahweh. We goes his Baal killing the sea, our mother, and Tiamat, and because of Nibiru, he crashed, called the Great Collision Theory. Check it up. It's scientific. That's why they found the same material from the moon and the Earth and made a connection. The moon and the Earth were connected. They were one and the same before splitting in two. And this is because Nibiru crashed into Tiamat. That's why Marduk he called his name according to the planet Nibiru. So that's why everybody is calling Nibiru the dragon. It's Nibiru, kingdom of God, but Marduk is the dragon. See how he replaced everything? So he was not the dragon, but he killed the dragon. And who is the dragon he killed? His grandmother. So he cannot be a dragon unless he is shapeshifting. Understand? So this is why we believe in the real dragon in the Holy Bible, in Revelation, and we believe in the beast. It has a beast look-alike. It's not fairy tales. We're not talking Batman, Spider-Man. We're talking about real. When the Bible it writes about the dragon, it's the real dragon, looking like a dragon, but of course shape-shifting. So the dragon, the beast, and the false prophet are all together in the tribulation. It's only for us to find out who is who. And of course, we have the Dajjal and the Antichrist and the Moshiach to deal with, to know who is who. So it's not to mess up, because all people are waiting on one person, one prophet, or two, like the Jews are waiting for Elijah and Jesus Christ Moshiach. And the Muslims are waiting for Isa, who is Jesus Christ, and Al-Mahdi. So now they cannot proceed unless they get their prophets and saints and their Jesus Christ. That's why we are stuck. But we know that it's all connected to the morning star, Nibiru, kingdom of God, and that's why we have this confusion. So let's read further. According to legend of Canaan, king of Canaan, we read this one. She was prepared to kill her. So, we know that Mira fled, and the gods took pity on her, turned her to tree, and of course it went to become gods of the Adonis. And Aphrodite was very moved by the beauty of the child, and returned to Coffin to discover that Persephone has opened it, claimed it's the handsome child, the sweet goddess. So Adonis chose to spend 2/3 of the year with Aphrodite underwear. So the same story with Tamuzi. He went to hell to save his lover, Inanna, daughter of Anu. He was in love with her. She was in love with him, Tamuzi. That's why Tamuzi is the month of July, and the sun like 6 months. It is like summer weather, and then 6 months like he go to hell, Tamuzi, just because he was killed, and of course Adonis also was killed. So read further here. Adonis was a avid hunter. Astarte fell deeply in love with him. She tried to persuade him to give up the dangerous while out hunting. Adonis was killed by wild boar. You see here, he was killed by a pork. And now you understand why the Jews, even maybe the Muslims, they don't eat pig, they don't eat pork because it killed the Muzid. The Muzid is Adonai. Adonai is Yahweh. So of course these gods they don't die or they go to hell and they come back because they are like angelic beings. And we're talking about this stuff we cannot worship angelic beings. You worship only God, and this is Yahweh. He was killed by a pig. That's why the Jews does not eat the pig. And this is not me again. And all respect to people what they eat, they don't eat. I eat pig and I like it, but of course they say it's not good because the pig eat everything and stuff like that. But of course, this what you eat, not to eat, is not so important when you think about what these guys are not eating because of health, like condition. It's bad to eat pig or it's good, but it is about the Tammuzid, about Adonis who was killed by a wild boar. So this is the truth, people. You want to believe, it's up to you. I don't make stuff up. He was killed by a wild boar. This is Adonis Adonai, Yahweh. So he went to the underworld, and because of that, they don't eat. They hate the pig because he killed this angelic being. Who you know that angels cannot be killed. It's just like trying to say that he went to hell just because of his lover. And of course, uh, angelic beings they not to again not to be worshipped because it's not about them. They just do their job. So across from the great two remains of the Roman temple of Venus, Constantine he destroyed it, and so this is the temple of Ashtaroth in Byblos, Lebanon, celebrated the annual death and resurrection of Adonis. So this is because even we see parallel with the story of Jesus Christ, our Lord, who died and resurrected. So this is Adonis, he died and resurrected. This is some kind of angelic being, son of God, they say, because son of God, he dies and he resurrected. And this has happened with the story of Adonis on Tammuzid. We explained the Muzid is the month of July, and the sun is most hot in the summer. When the month of July represent the light because of this angelic being, and when the dark winter and stuff, this is the death of the angel. He goes to hell. So this is the angels are helping God to maintain some kind of balance on earth by to the angel of God, and you have the angel of life and the angel of God and the angel of death. Who have killed the son of Baal, Mut. So the cult, his Phoenician festival appears to have. So they have a cult and a religion. So I wonder if this is actually the original Hebrew religion, Judaism. It is from Adonis. And that season, of course, they look at the Adonis as kind of sacrifice. They sacrifice their god. Just like you have many in Christianity, they believe we sacrifice Jesus Christ to be saved, not knowing that it is not some kind of we don't do have these deals business with God. This is blasphemy. We cannot have this kind of behavior just to kill somebody you love, and they say, "Oh, I did it for God and sacrifice. I killed somebody. I killed Jesus Christ to sacrifice my sins to be saved with his blood. This is very, very, like, it doesn't sound right. Like, we kill Jesus Christ to be saved. Does not sound right. We don't believe in sacrifice because when Abraham he demanded sacrifice, he from his son, the angel of God, he came and he said, you don't need to do that. You don't need to kill your own son to please God. And then he saw the goat and he killed the goat, but then he sacrificed circumcision to get the promise to the Holy Land. So the promise of the Holy Land, the circumcised Semitic people, they have this sacrifice culture from the Canaanites. And the Phoenician, we know that Phoenician and Canaanites, they have the original from the Canaanites. They know that Canaanites is stretching to the Sinai Peninsula in Egypt. From the whole this region is a holy land. And because Saudi Arabia and was connected with Sinai, Egypt. So one land mass. And then the earthquake and the split. So they have worship of the moon in Sinai, and we know that the moon is called Sin in Sumerian deities, and they got number 30. It was the father of the sun, and it was worshipped in Sinai, and of course in the desert they don't worship the sun because the sun is too hot in the desert. We talked about this one. They worship the sun in the Fertile Crescent in Greater Israel or Greater Syria as wish, but they worship the moon in the desert in Saudi Arabia. It was connected to Egypt and in Canaan. It's Canaan. When you say Canaan, you say Har Sinai because it was one. It was connected even to the desert in the Arabian Peninsula. And there, everybody worshipped the moon. Nobody worshipped the sun. But this one is in Greater Syria. We go back to at the season, the red earth washed down from the mountains by the rain, together the water of the river, and even the sea. So the water become red, the blue red hue, and to be the blood of Adonis. And again, the scarlet. Remember, this is also talked about the whore of Babylon and the scarlet color putting on her clothes. Scarlet color. This is taken from here, I believe, because the whore of Babylon is supposed to be the one who killed Adonai. And if it was Baal, like we talked about Baal, it is actually the beast also mentioned in the Revelation to kill the whore of Babylon. So here we see that this is differences between Adonis and his wife. Yeah, jealousy and stuff, but other problems as well. But he was not sad when she went down to hell as well. She was like, she went down and she came back. She had some kind of, she knew some kind of goddess in the underworld, and she helped her out. And maybe also she betrayed her husband. So that's why Tamuzi was killed by a pig, because she was in hell. She said, take my husband and instead, and let me go back to life. And this is what happened, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to remember. Like I said, I'm not sure. But again, the scarlet, anyone said to be have sprung from the blood of Adonis. So you see here. So this color is becoming because of the blood of the Adonis, and also the blood of the saints was killed. All the saints were killed, and the whore of Babylon, she drank their blood, and she got drunk. And yeah, when they become drunk, these killers, they will fall, but they need to get drunk, and they need a lot of blood. So again, we need a lot of killing to become drunk, and then when you become drunk, they fall. So this is his death appeared to have been annually mourned to the chill music of flutes, midsummer, by men and women about himself. So we talked about month of July, And even in uh, Sweden, like in Sweden, we celebrate Midsummer in June. So this is July here, different, but of course it can become like in some countries July, some other countries June. But we're talking about the Middle East here, and they celebrate it in the month of Tammuz. This is July. So his death appears to have been annually mourned, the music of flutes by men and women about midsummer in the month named after him, the month of Tammuz, July. This is what I'm talking about. So yeah, so anointing with oil and the word ceremony, how we celebrate incense to wake him from the sleep of death. Woman, bewail him. So the woman during this festival eat nothing which has been ground in a mill, but limit their diet to steeped wheat, sweet, which is dates, raisin, and like images of him at this December corpse. So very sad for him, and they started some kind of religion, and maybe it's have the original of dualism. All the women they went mad and cried and sad because like he was some kind of a hero and like Romeo and stuff. And all the women they like, oh, he's marrying Inanna, and he was a shepherd, and the other guy who was loving Inanna, she was a daughter of God. She's some kind of royalty, and the other guy he was a farmer. She took the shepherd, and then they put it in the Hebrew Bible that God chose the shepherd, the farmer, and the shepherd killed the farmer. Talking about Cain, who had an unlucky bloodline. He had higher blood than his brother Abel. So Abel is from Adam, but Cain is from Anki, Adonai. So here we have Cain, the holy bloodline, and the mark. He got the mark, no beard on his face. So nobody touch him. He's royal. Don't mess with this guy. So he does not kill his brother, but his blood is Anunnaki blood. But his other brother is not Anunnaki blood because he's from Adam and Eve. His father is from Enki, Anunnaki, son of God, Anu, Most High. So this is why they changed the story and stuff. So we read further that dirigists were simply changed over a refugee or dead body. So what's this about? So they made a ceremony and stuff, and they mourned, like they were crying and remembering how he was killed and stuff. Yeah, he was. So now we know that why they don't eat pig, and they were very sad because of that. And then the start, I believe, this is the start of dualism. So here we have more information about Astarte, who is Inanna. In Sumeria, is called Astarte in Phoenicia in Byblos. So here you have it, 5th century AD in Lebanon, Adon. So we have Adon here, Phoenician, Baal, Adon. Indicated early Baal has a very specific identity of Phoenicians. So The Phoenicians they worship Baal, and this is Adonai. So Adonai is Yahweh, and Yahweh is Canaanite God. So this is like what's called, Phoenician God Adon becomes Yahweh, and I don't know. It's like the name Adon appears in a number of Phoenician inscriptions in Cyprus, including one from Ida Lyon, the title Adon. Phoenician visitors happen to worship his shrine. So Adon is Baal and Baal is Yahweh. Now we know the connection, people. And that's why they don't eat pig. So you don't worship Baal, you worship the angel of God. You don't worship God. So in the Bible, Israelite God Yahweh is sometimes referred to Adon. But they say the Adon they use in the Bible, it is meant to be like a title, not the personal name of Yahweh. So this is Adon like Lord, and El becomes like God, and Adon like Lord. And we know that Lord is Baal also, because the substitution name of pronouncing prayer, the unutterable name, Yahweh. So Yahweh, this is Yahweh. They pronounce it Adonai because so they say Baal Adonai, Adonis. They don't want to say Yahweh because it's too holy for them. So they say Adonis, Adonai. Then they jump above the word and they continue like Adonai, Elohim, and but they don't read the word like they pronounce. Just they jump above the word. In my substitution word is like phonetic Adon, Greek Adonis, Muslim, Jews, and Arabic speaking. Shocked to learn from El Ilah. So yeah, it's strange stories. Like I didn't know this information before. Very shocked. And this is the worship of Baal, people. You know that now. By now, we know that Yahweh is Baal. So the Bible presents purified elite monotheism, default exclusively to the worship of Yahweh. The Orthodox nationalistic parties that produced the Hebrew Bible prescribed the worship of Baal and suppressed all the defense traces of theology that include the concept of Yahweh. But both Baal and this female goddess continue to live in Israelite popular religious practice as well. So Baal has a wife, and his wife is named Ashira, and we know that Yahweh also had a wife, also called Ashira. So here you have it, people. You cannot deny this information. They are worshiping Baal, and they are saying Yahweh, meaning they are worshiping Adonai, Adonis, not God. The local separate God of Onyx, the Lord, who worship a Phoenician Adon, Adonis, by the Greeks. He had a wife, Ashira. See, this is one and the same. That is Yahweh, people. This is the sources. So please read this one. You know that Yahweh now is Baal, and Baal is Adonis, Adonai, and this story should be enough for anyone, anybody who's still worshiping Baal, Yahweh, Adonis, Adonai, start with worshiping the real God. So let's read the news here in terms of Israel. What's going on in Israel? Let's see what's doing. So this is here. He went up on the mountain. They went into the highest mountain in Syria. They took it and they said, uh, talking about we will stay here. We're on the mountain, highest mountain in Syria, until further notice. So this is some kind of occupation. This is occupation actually, but you know they feel like they need to have the highest mountain because they are afraid from the earthquake that's coming to hit. the whole of Israel and the eastern coast of Nigeria, some kind of tsunami. This is how I like understand what they are trying to say. Also the Russians, they evacuated. So we are expecting a major earthquake in the Middle East, Lebanon, Syria, Israel, Palestine, this region, the coastline. So they go to the mountains, they feel like they can survive the tsunami that is coming. Because this region is very, very like pushed together, like put in one, you need to have pressure there coming from these earthquakes and tsunami. This is all from the Bible mentioned in the Revelation. Talked about this point before, so this is nothing from me. This is the timeline that I'm trying to find the timeline that is in the Revelation Holy Bible. So two IDF soldiers killed in southern Gaza, building collapsed, two injured. So they died in the building collapse. So they went in the building and the building went down in Gaza because all the buildings are like not steady because of the bombing. So they're still dying. As I read in the news, all these years they've been fighting Gaza, still dying in Gaza. Major failure for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. But of course, he need to go up the mountain, highest mountain, and preparing for the what's coming. And of course, they need to have land inside so you can hide in from the coming tsunami that is mentioned in the Holy Bible. Again, not from me, Holy Bible, and the timeline explained connected to what's going on today. So this guy Julani, the new leader of Syria, so he's promising peace with Israel. He said, we're not going to attack. We're not going to attack." So he's trying to, yeah, to become friends with Israel. But I don't think Israelis will take him seriously because these guys have been fighting a long time, and this is of course we have this connection, like a global movement, Islamic, and they have all these wings, and it's very very hard to believe like if this guy is okay, chill with them, like he's maybe the other one like will take him out, and then suddenly Israel in trouble when they have established relations. So this is not secure. You put him okay. He said okay, I'll bring peace to Israel, but he is not secure himself. You understand? You don't. You need time. You need time. If it's secure, then you're gonna do this statement. Now it is what's going on the ground. So and of course it's not peace yet. So here was timeline talking about the abomination of desolation. So here we are. So here Daniel 18 from the Old Testament Bible. Daniel 8:13. I heard the Holy One speaking, another Holy One settled certain one who was speaking. How long will be the vision concerning daily sacrifices and transgression and desolation? So this is talking about Jewish sacrifice. Ended on the event of 7th October, so that the Galactic Federation, also called the Beast, attacked Israel on that day. And they said Hamas, they did it. Of course, Hamas, they went in, but we saw the UFO ships in the sky. As Hamas members enter Israel videos, we saw that we showed many times. So we continue, and then shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. Here, 1 week is 7 years, but in the middle of the week, this is 2023, October 7, you shall bring an end to sacrifice and offering, and the wing of abomination shall be one who makes desolate, even until the consummation. So all about this all these verses about the event of 7 of October. It's so clear. So we have 2 years to go to the end of tribulation, the return of our Lord Jesus Christ. Of course, I never know. This only God knows. Not even the angels know. But I just trying to understand what the Bible is saying, and if we follow this timeline, so we find ourselves here. And 7th of October is referred of the end of the Jewish sacrifice. Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first and the man of sin is revealed. I'm talking about the Antichrist. Somebody will claim that he's God. Um, I don't know this. I hear Netanyahu. He said something like he will win against the Palestinian even if they have God on their side. Something like that. I'm not sure about that. Let's see this one. So it's important because it is related to what's written in the Holy Bible. So we know that guy is talking a lot, like threatening and talking like stuff like strange stuff. But uh, this is a blasphemy. Palestinian. So this is. I thought this guy is trying to make a point. He's again. He is stronger than God, or he is Netanyahu. Even will win against Palestinians. Is this what he said? Even if God on their side, even if God on their side. I don't know why they do that. Who say that? See them? We will defeat them even if God with them. Netanyahu. We will win even if God with them. So this is what he's saying. He's saying that these guys are Palestinians and they are killing them, and these are like people of God, and we are people of the devil, killing the people of God. Uh, this is one theory, and maybe the other theory he's trying to make a point like he's better, he's more powerful than God. He thinks like if I kill a Palestinian, where's God? This is kind of like trying to mock God. Of course, they mock God. They have the authority for a time and half time and time like 3.5 years. But of course, it is not mocking God. It's just saying that like even you have like repented of stuff like Yahweh, and if like Yahweh, let's say if he believe in Yahweh, Jehovah, and let's say Jehovah, you want to help the Palestinian, he will not. He cannot because Netanyahu will be like he want to fight even Yahweh. I told you that he's mocked the Old Testament Bible. He mocked God in that way, like God cannot even God help the Palestinians. No. and we will defeat them even if God with them. So meaning that is God with them is the people of God who he is killing, just like Jesus Christ, and it's not Jesus Christ, Son of God. We will kill him even if God. We will kill him even if he is Son of God. Netanyahu said. Again, we will kill Jesus Christ even if he is Son of God. Netanyahu said. The same. We will kill the Palestinians even if Yahweh is with them because they believe in Jehovah. So of course this guy is losing his mind. Suppose Israel to be Jewish state, and now he's mocking Jehovah, and like if you're religious and you're mocking Jehovah Yahweh, you don't have anyone left. Who are you worshiping? You don't even worship Jesus Christ. This guy is worshiping himself. I don't know who's worshiping, but this guy, I don't know, I don't call him names, but I thought he was a false prophet, but this is not a false prophet. The false prophet will fool most people that he's some kind of messenger from God, but this guy is not even near. He's mocking God. He's mocking Jehovah, Yahweh, his own God. So this guy is mocking his Jehovah, the God of the Jews, and the Jews are silent. They don't say nothing. How dare he mocks the Jehovah, God of the Jews, Yahweh? This is Netanyahu. You're dying. You will die one day. How dare you challenge God? How dare you? So of course, these guys, we go back here, we read the abomination. This is the abomination of desolation from the Bible. And forces shall be mustered by him, and they shall defile the sanctuary fortress, and they shall take away the daily sacrifices and place them abomination of desolation. So he entered the danger zone now. No way out for you, Benjamin Netanyahu. You will deal with consequences of what you have said. You claimed God cannot win against you. That was satanic to say that. Shame on you for real. As I don't know what is call him false prophet. He is not. False prophet will fool the people. Believe he's like some kind of prophet. But Netanyahu is not even that. He's not even that. So yeah, let's say this guy he took whatever he wants, but of course nobody cares. One day he will die, and then he will face God face to face, and God will tell him, "You think you can defeat me? You gonna watch this one? How are you gonna spin this out? Are you ready, Are you ready, Netanyahu, to meet Jehovah face to face tonight? Just tonight? Let me ask you a clear question to you now, from me to you. If I tell you Jehovah will come to you to your room tonight, are you ready to defeat him in a battle, like wrestling match? Are you ready? If not, you should be very, very afraid. Already tonight, you have cursed your own. You have destroyed Israel from the bases. And I warn President Trump. I warn not to join forces with this guy. He's destroying you, your character. You're destroying your nation, America, by joining forces with this guy. He mocked Jehovah. He mocked Jehovah. He said, I'm going to defeat you. Even if you go to the Palestinians and tell them, I'm going to defeat you, Jehovah. Because I can defeat God, and I can defeat the Palestinians, and I can defeat Jehovah. Even Jehovah is helping the Palestinians. I can defeat them as well. So he does not respect God. He does not fear God. So who is he worshiping? So this is not, I believe not God, Jehovah. I don't believe in God, Jehovah. I think he's the devil. But of course, you are mocking the devil, and you know that humans we cannot defeat the devil. I never mock the devil because it is he have a purpose, and he have more power than human. We can have protection from the devil by believing in God. But this guy, he does not fear God. He does not fear devil. So it's very interesting to watch how he's believing himself is God. Very, very interesting. And I don't know why the Jews and the Israeli people they don't care about this stuff because it will hit them. It will hit them suddenly. They affect the morality. Their leader went and mocking Jehovah, Jehovah. Nobody will give respect to that nation. When they use God, their own God, Jehovah, Yahweh, to mock him and claim he is too weak to help the Palestinians. Too weak. Even he goes to the Palestinians and even the, Jehovah is Palestinians are Jehovah's people. Let's say that Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, he believe in his heart he can defeat Jehovah, and yet he's supposed to be believing in Jehovah, but he is believing himself, and unless he is claiming he is Jehovah, which is, I would not say that because, of course, you never know. Tomorrow, maybe he say that he's Jehovah, and but even is Jehovah, like I believe need to do signs. We have seen only killing, shelling people in the tent. That's not impressive. Uh, a lot of people fear him. A lot of nations. Nobody want to pick a fight with this guy. Um, I don't know why. Actually, I don't see him like a threat. I see him like I don't know, some kind of the beast, the Galactic Federation. These guys they disappear just like a dream because all the evil will disappear because we are from the light and we are from like we have this right to exist because of Anu. So these guys they cannot affect us and they cannot threaten us. And we feel these guys are just like too drunk to understand the timeline. We have only 2 years. They have not accomplished anything worthy, like in military victory. They have not accomplished this. We read the news today. Two Israeli soldiers killed in Gaza, still not crushed Hamas, still not released the hostages, still not, it's not normal. They didn't start school yet. They need to damage control and stuff. And today, two soldiers killed. You see, it's not working out, people. It's been Israeli soldiers killed since the 7th of October. They cannot stop that. The Jewish sacrifice. Tried the beast. Even the beast tried, he didn't succeed. And now we have a Jewish sacrifice. So the beast has been defeated. This is what I'm saying to you. The beast has been defeated. How will this affect on the ground the Israelis, their moral, and yeah, it's very bad. Any Israeli watching my video now, please share to all Israelis, all the Jews in the people. This Benjamin Netanyahu is anti-Semitic. He hates Jehovah. He mocks Jehovah. He mocks the Bible, and he thinks he's God. Do something about it or face the consequences. This is a warning to the people of Israel. If you have any connection to the divine, or any angelic being, or any demonic, please, please, please prepare for the worst scenario ever, because of your Prime Minister Netanyahu, who is threatening God from Israel, from Jerusalem, from Tel Aviv, threatening uh, the one who sits on the throne forever. This is the worst political statement made by any leader since the creation of the world. And it will bring consequences on the people of Israel and on nations. God bless them. Anyways, we read on. So you see here, people, which timeline. I told you this is the timeline. So why I'm talking about this guy? You see, he thinks he's God. He's threatening God because it's mentioned here. This is why I want to make connection to the timeline. So this is about the temple, a sacrifice of Zeus with Jupiter, Jehovah. So yeah, it's very shameful to see how Israelis they had so lot of dreams. They tried to show the world that they love like some kind of deity, and they have this loyalty, and he will bring them up and brings them down. And then they have their leader, supposed to be like a hero. He go mocks their own God, killing their feelings in the heart. Every Israeli need to cry for this statement. They need to cry, 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 cry. They need to go to the wall in Jerusalem and cry and never leave the wall, never go home. Just stay there and cry until the end of the world because of what's happened. They don't have any shame in their blood. This is very strange for me to accept, but this is what's going on. This is abomination. Then I heard the Holy One speaking, and another Holy One said to that particular one who's speaking, how long will the vision about the regular sacrifice apply, while the transgression causes horror? So yeah, you see all this stuff was told about. So nothing surprising anymore. We've been told about all this stuff. So yeah, that's a long video now. Been going on for a long time. I just want to talk about the earthquake, and I want to talk about Yahweh, also mocked by Prime Minister, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and yeah, I never mock like Jehovah. That's the devil. He's claiming he's more powerful than the devil, but the devil for him is God, and then he say, "I'm more powerful than God." So. who was the Phoenician god Adonis, and how his name became Lord. So Adonis becomes Yahweh. There you go, people. Blessings.